Judy Sokolow, are you kidding? Talking about an excellent history teacher and a student activities person extraordinaire. Whether it's attending to every detail of a trip to Washington, D.C., or preparing a student to make a speech about a Thanksgiving program or any other program, I mean, Ms. Sokolow is unbelievable.
My first contact with Judy Sokolow is before I even came to work at Ramaz. She gave me a call knowing that I was going to be working here, and I actually had a friend waiting for me. We were going to go to lunch, and I said, don't worry, this is just going to be a quick phone call. And I spoke to Judy in the end for over an hour. We had so much to talk about, from history to field trips for the school to all of her ideas about working with 7th and 8th grade, and that was the beginning of a wonderful working relationship with Judy Sokolow. She is, without a doubt, one of the hardest working people here on staff between everything she does.
Ms. Sokolow redefines the meaning of a teacher. She's so devoted to her students and to her work that she stays in school at all hours of the night, on weekends, and during vacation. My experience in National History Day was so enhanced by her incredible breadth of knowledge, her thorough assistance, her critical eye, her love for history, and her wonderful ways. I am so grateful to have had her in my life.
Thank you for your eagle eye in spotting grammatical errors in the middle school publications we work on together. You are one of my go-to experts when it comes to both English and Hebrew grammar. I envy your ability to find just the right word. Each word has just the right nuance and evokes exactly the right image in the mind of the reader. Your patience in working with students on their newspaper articles and in their presentations during programs can be seen in the quality of the final product.
When I started your class in 8th grade, I never had a real appreciation for Israel, and I did, but I didn't have a real appreciation for reading all different types of all different materials and all the Zionistic values that you taught us. But once I left your class, I started to realize how important it is, and I started reading. And I read this book recently, and it's quite interesting. And aside from the history class that we had, that I learned from you, I also find it very appreciative. I'm very appreciative of the activities that you have and make for the students. I know how much time you spend. I know what it's like. I worked with you for some of it, and I know it's quite a lot of work. And I hope you enjoy this award, because you really do deserve it.
Well, last week I passed by Ms. Sokolow, who was talking to a student, and the student was very nervous about a test that he was going to take the next day. And Ms. Sokolow said to the student, you know, why don't you just look at the bright side of things? After the test is over, it's all history.
I have had the honor of working with Judy Sokolow for almost 18 years, and during that time I have watched Judy work with so many students, taking them from an idea into the opportunity to create a full assembly, a program filled with educational and fun activities, weekend Shabbatonim programs that she has developed, working together with children to build them and to build the way in which they look at the world around them, and at the important work that we all have to do for Tikkun Olam. Judy Sokolow is truly a unique personality, and we are lucky to have her here at Ramaz.
In 8th grade, I was able to have Ms. Sokolow as a teacher and as an advisor for writing my History Day paper. Even today, I can remember so well many of the things I learned in her fascinating class. But working with her on History Day allowed me to truly experience what an amazing teacher and person she is. She devoted every moment of her free time and energy towards helping me in every way possible. I also saw how she worked tirelessly from hours before the first bell until long after the last to do everything she could for the school. I don't think I've ever met anyone so committed to doing everything she can to help and educate her students. Thank you so much for everything, Ms. Sokolow.
I feel like I need some props when I talk about Ms. Sokolow. I need a cup of black decaf coffee. I need a box top loaded with papers. I need a hat. And I need a copy of the New York Times editorial for today that would be underlined with all the hard vocabulary words explained for me. Judy Sokolow is an amazing teacher, She's an amazing programmer, but she's also, and something you may not know, an amazing friend. Judy is the person who will do anything for anyone. She will invite strangers for Shabbat dinner. She will make sure that everyone has a place to be. She will make sure that everyone has a part in a program. She's the first one to call, and she's the first one to be there when someone needs her. She's a person deserving of honor, and I'm so happy that finally today we can honor Judy Sokolow for all she does for the school.